Hi, everyone. I'm Janine. Welcome to Mindful Vinyasa, a moderate level slow flow movement practice rooted in stability, alignment, and a little bonus support for hypermobile bodies. Today's class will move through a full body sequence of standing postures, twists, and balances. It'll anchor your focus and challenge your edges a little bit. Let's get started. We'll begin in child's pose. You may or may not need a block for some of this practice. Have that handy available, maybe a pillow for some seated postures. But otherwise, just start to settle into the ground. Take your knees as wide as they need to go. And start to really anchor into your foundation here. Feel your shins press against the ground. Feel your hands root into the earth. Reach your fingertips forward. Start to draw your shoulder blades back toward your hips. Feel like your arm bones are moving in two directions. Fingertips reach forward, away from your body, and then your shoulders anchor back. Take a full inhale. And let it out. And we'll take two more just like that. Expand. And a release. One more. Keep your fingers reaching forward away from your body as your shoulders anchor back. And then from that space, start to walk your hands over to the right side. Glue your right hand into the ground and interlace your left hand on top. Feel like your arms are moving in one direction and your hips are sinking back. Take two more breaths to expand. So the inhale, you reach your fingertips, and your exhale, you sink the hip a little bit further toward your heel. One more time. Breathing into your lateral side body. Next inhale, walk your hands back through center. Maybe a little pause, and then all the way over to the other side. Your left hand anchors. Right hand interlaces on top. Feel that reach and pull. Take 3 deep breaths. There's a big focus on expanding your side body today. So start just by breathing into your ribs. Bring your hands back through center. Reach your fingertips forward. Come back into that original shape. Your shoulder blades anchor. And just feel the space that you created in your side body just with those 6 breaths. Next inhale, start to roll all the way up into a table pose, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Set your strong foundation. So you're utilizing the floor to anchor as you pull your heart forward, your shoulders press back toward your ribs, and your lower belly draws in to stabilize your mid-body. And then from that space, that stability, take your heart forward, your tailbone lifts. Exhale, round your spine, push the floor away. Moving through cat and cow, keeping that grounded stability, strong foundation. And once you've done 3, at least front to back, start to move in any direction. And if you need to stay in that linear space, cat and cow, a little bit longer, you can stay with that. Or if you need to take it in different directions, this is your practice. Start to move your spine in any way that supports you, that creates a little more space in your joints and your muscles, wherever you need it. Every day is a little bit different. So that mindfulness really anchors you into now. What do you need right now? This moment, this breath. Come back into stillness, set your strong foundation, and then have a seat on your heels just for a moment. Take some counter stretches through your wrists, because we've got a lot of energy pushing through the wrists and the hands. So just make sure your wrists are warmed and open, releasing any tension when you need to. So at any point in class, you can take this position or even stand on your knees if that feels better. And just take some counter stretches, some movement, some active mobility. And I usually like to shake out any tension. Then come back in with active hands. Strong table pose. Set your foundation even more so you're anchoring into the ground. Take your right leg back behind you. Level your hips. Again, you're using the floor. Push into the ground. Pull your heart forward and feel your lower core engage. Imagine the energy of your hands pulls back toward your knee as you dial that right hip down. And if you want a little guide, just to give you perspective to see if your hips are level, take a block or even a book to your lower back. And if your hips start to go off center, that block will tell you right away. So that right leg reaches back. The hips are in line. Feel that heel squeeze back just a little bit more. So you're anchoring into your posterior chain. That back body, Ziggy's coming in to say hi. That back body stabilizes. Then exhale, bring your knee to your chest, round your spine. Inhale, take that leg back, let it flow. Exhale, squeeze it in. One more time, send that leg back. Exhale, knee to chest. Extend that leg all the way back again. This time, flex your foot, touch your toes to the back of your mat and squeeze into that heel. At the same time, dial your elbows to point backwards toward the back of the room, toward your legs, and push your hands forward like you're trying to stretch your mat, like it's taffy. If that feels good, stay. If you want a little bit more, keep that heel squeezing back and start to lift that left shin. One more breath. Slowly lower that left shin down. Kickstand it out. The more you kickstand your leg, the more balance you'll have. Lower your right instep down. And start to make your way all the way up into a kneeling side plank. This left shin is grounded and you're anchoring even more there. So you're taking the pressure out of that left hand by anchoring down into that left shin. The right hip points up toward the ceiling. Right leg is straight. Right arm reaches overhead. Then open that right arm toward the front of the room, overhead. You can stay here, or next inhale, let that leg rise, reach front to back, right across the room. And you can stay, you can touch that foot down whenever you need, or if you'd like to make that a little bit more, pull your heel in toward your butt, catch your foot, and squeeze your heel to press your hips forward. So take a nice quadricep stretch from the hip all the way down to the knee. Keep pressing your hips forward. And then everything will stay the same, except this time you push your foot into that hand. So you open that foot away from your body. Take one more breath. Maybe turn your eyes all the way up to the sky. Challenge your balance. Slowly release, touch that foot down, and take a big arch through your side body again. Side body expansion, that's your theme today. Both hands touch the ground. Bring both knees down, roll through your spine. And again, if you need, sit back onto your heels, take some counter stretches. That's a lot of pressure on your wrists right away. So give them some space. And if you feel like you need to keep moving your spine and you want to support your wrists, I always try fingertips or knuckles. So that gives me a little bit more stability, stabilizes my wrists, and gives me the chance to still move through my spine because I really enjoy that. When you're ready, come back into that strong foundation, strong table, anchor here, core engaged, lengthen through your spine. Take your left leg back, level the hip. If you want, you can play with bringing a block or a book at your lower back just to see. Squeeze that heel just a little bit higher. You might notice that one side is different than the other. You're working your way toward balance. Bring your knee to your chest, round your spine. 2 more breaths, just like that. Send that leg back. And bring it all the way back in. 1 more time. Knee to chest, round your spine. Then send that leg back. Toes to the back of your mat, squeeze into your heel. Push your hands forward, so you're anchoring into the heels of your hands and squeezing down, so you're anchored into the ball of your foot, squeezing your heel toward the ground. If you need more, pick up that right shin. Create space in your shoulders, just like you did in your table pose. Still opening up through the back of that leg. Lower your left shin down. Kickstand the leg off of your mat. Float your left arm all the way up to the sky. Expand right across the room. Fingertip to fingertip, stack your shoulders. Anchor into that lower shin. Inhale, lift that top leg. Left arm reaches overhead. Reach long. So again, you can stay in this grounded shape if you need, or play with expanding, reaching. Find your balance. Stay. Touch the floor or bend that top leg. Catch your foot. Squeeze your heel to your butt. Push your hips forward. Quadricep stretch. Here's your challenge. Look all the way up to the sky. Challenge your balance by shifting your eye gaze. Full expanded breath. And then kick straight back into that hand. That's the only thing that changes. So you're just opening the foot away from you. Slowly release, touch the foot down, arch through your side body. Big, expansive, open ribs. Both hands touch the ground. Take some movements through your spine. Roll it out. Again, if you need, sit back onto your heels, counter stretch through your wrists, your shoulders. And as you're ready, take your hands one hand toward your shoulder, tuck your toes, lift your hips, press into downward facing dog. Take some intuitive movements here. Pedal your heels, sway your hips. Take some movements through your spine, some rolls or some waves. Then find your way into stillness when you're ready. Soft bend of your knees if you need to. Let your chest press toward your thighs. Hips lift toward the ceiling. Have a long spine. And your heels are still squeezing down. That's why we open them up a little bit in that kneeling lunge. So the backs of your legs start to stretch and they might stay bent. Your knees might stay bent in this shape. And maybe over time you start to straighten the legs, but if it starts to round your spine, keep your knees bent and your hips pressing to the sky. Nothing in this class is by accident, and you'll see all of that show up later on. Take your eyes all the way toward the top of your mat. Walk your feet forward. Bend your knees still. Let your head hang. Ragdoll your upper body. Crown of your head points toward the ground. A little traction for your spine. Just feel that release and let your legs stabilize. Your legs are strong, they hold you. Then bring your hands to your shins. Keep your knees bent a little. Press your hips toward the wall behind you. Anchor your lower core and send your heart forward. Long spine, so the top of your head reaches toward the front of the room. You're looking down at the floor. Open your arms wide, come all the way up to standing. Palms touch. Bring your hands to your heart. Open wide, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, rise, sweep all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, hinge, forward fold. Knees bend as much as you need. Halfway lift. Inhale, hands to shin or fingertips to the earth. Step your right foot back into a lunge. If the floor feels too far away, you can take blocks or your kid. And your left hand to the sky. Open into a twist. So you're really expanding right across the room. Step into your feet. Play with your balance. Play with floating that right hand just for half a breath. Then take both hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Lift your heels. Roll forward into high plank. Squeeze your heels away from your heart. Anchor through your core, rib hip connection. Bring your knees down to the ground. Point your arms to the back of the room. Anchor your shoulders and lower chest and chin. Untuck your toes, lower your hips. Inhale, lift your heart for baby cobra. So you're just using the strength of your back. Press back through table and all the way into downward facing dog. Take 2 big breaths here. Bottom of that exhale, soften your knees, look forward. Right foot steps between your hands. Find that lunge in. Pull your heart forward away from that back heel. Expand in all directions. Your left hand stays, your right arm rises. Expand. Step into your feet. Play with floating that left hand. Half a breath. Just explore it. Touch both hands down. Step forward. Lift halfway. Forward fold. Inhale, long spine carries you to stand. Palms touch. Open, Tadasana. Building that sequence, breath to movement. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hinge. Halfway lift. Soft knees, right foot steps. Ziggy's in my way. Step into your lunge. Right away, right hand rises. Both hands touch. Step back, downward facing dog. Lift your heels, roll forward into high plank. Knees touch the ground. Bend your elbows, lower chest and chin. Lower your hips, lift your heart, baby cobra. And if you need a little bit more bend, if you'd like to explore deepening, take your hands a little further back, about 1 inch, and float everything off the ground. So your heart is reaching forward, your back body is engaged, your thighs are off the ground, palms and tops of the feet. And then bring both knees down, press back into downward facing dog. Take 2 big breaths. Look forward between your hands, soften your knees, step your left foot forward. Take your left hand to the sky. Inhale, twist. Both hands touch, step forward, halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale to rise, palms touch. Connect to your heart, open into Tadasana. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, hinge. Halfway lift. Soft knees, right foot steps. So you can stay where you are. where every sequence is an opportunity to deepen. So you twist, touch both hands down, step back, downward facing dog. So that part stays the same. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, you can take knees, chest, chin, or bend your elbows, low plank. Inhale, push the floor away, upward facing dog, or hips down, baby cobra. So that's your option. Roll over your toes or bring your knees down and press through table. We all meet in downward facing dog. Look forward, right foot steps. Right hand rises, take your twist. Both hands touch the ground, step forward, lift halfway. Fold. Rise it up, palms touch. Connect. Open Tadasana. One more. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hinge. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. Soften your knees, step your left foot back. Inhale to twist. Exhale to touch and step back. That's one breath. Roll it forward into high plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or low plank. Upward facing or baby cobra, open heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 big breaths. Soften your knees, look forward. Left foot steps. Left hand rises, take your twist. Touch both hands down. Step forward, halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale, rise it up, palms touch. Connect. Expand. Bring your big toes to touch. Heel slightly apart. We're gonna build a little more heat in your body. A little more dynamic movement. You can take your modifications that you've learned, or when you're ready, give yourself that challenge. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart, bring your hands to your heart. Tap your fingertips down to the earth. Lift your chest, sweep your arms, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sit down into your legs, lift your heart, and anchor your core. So the rib-hip connection. Full breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high to low plank, knees, chest, chin, or take your full option. Heart opens, exhale, press back, downward facing dog. And also you can skip the chaturangas, the high to low plank, upward to downward, and just step into downward facing dog. That is also an option for you. Take your right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. And where you were in table and you had your hips square, this time you've got your shoulders in line. Bend your knee, open your hip. And everything is by design. Nothing is by accident. Take 2 big circles around the room. You will see this move later on. Go the opposite direction. So that was 1 circle. Go slow so you can really explore your range of motion. Feel your muscles. Point your knee all the way up to the sky. Look forward between your hands, step through. From your lunge, rise for crescent lunge. Make sure your feet are wide enough so you have balance, not teetering side to side. And then you can soften this back knee. Find that rib hip connection again. Stabilize your legs. Lower body is grounded like pillars. Feel strong and anchored. Take your arms overhead. Palms face the front of the room. Then take your elbows wide. And imagine that you could bring your elbows right behind your back. Feel your heart expand. But you still get that rib hip connection. Take 2 more just like that. Inhale. Sweep your arms up. This time, if you want to make it bigger, as the elbows go down past your back body, that back knee goes a little bit closer to the ground. And then it stays there as you sweep your arms back up. And 1 more. You can stay where maybe that leg gets a little bit closer to the ground. Feeling that? There's your heat. Inhale. Bring your hands back behind you and tip forward. Send your heart past that front leg and you're launching into a standing balance with that left leg lifted. Arms reach back, heart reaches forward. Take a big step back. Inhale, sweep back into crescent lunge. 2 more times. Sweep forward. Shift your weight into this front leg. Left leg rises. And you notice that my right leg is bent. That'll hold my balance a little bit better. Take a big step back. Crescent lunge, rise it up. And 1 more time. Sweep and launch. Take a big step back. Sweep your arms. Straighten the legs. Pivot the back heel open. And arrive in warrior 2. This back leg might adjust a little further back. Point your toes to the side of the room. Arms reach right across. Open your chest. Eyes over that right middle finger. Reverse your warrior, reach back. Side body bend. That's your theme. Windmill, both hands down. Step back. High to low plank. Again, you can skip it and just press back into downward facing dog. Take what you need. Left leg rises, 3-legged dog. Same thing on the second side. Exhale, step it through. Back heel stays lifted. Inhale, reach all the way up. Deepen into the legs. Rib hip connection. If you need, you can bring your thumbs to your ribs, pinkies to your hips, and close the space. Palms face forward. Elbows go behind you. Open through the chest. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, option. Bend the knees just a little bit deeper. 1 more time, sweep up. Arms rise. Exhale. Maybe the legs go just a little bit deeper. Feel that heat building. Inhale. Lift up. Give the legs a little space. Tip forward. And you're bending into that left leg again. Shift forward into that front leg. Right leg rises. Warrior 3 standing balance. Expand heart away from the back toes. Then step back. Lift it up. Arms reach overhead. 2 more. Sweep it forward. Feel that point of balance where that right leg just floats. Step it back. Sweep it up. 1 more time. Feel you connect with your own power. Sweep all the way back up. Pivot open, land your back heel, warrior 2. Give yourself some space. Feel your own depth. Expand. Reach back. Open through the side body. And windmill both hands down. Step back high to low plank, or again, step right into downward facing. And then of course your option is take knees, chest, chin. Baby cobra, table into downward facing. When you're ready, right leg rises, 3-legged dog. Look forward, step through. Inhale for crescent lunge. So the same sequence, just once each. Elbows go back. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, tip forward. Lift that left leg. Step it back. Lift it up. Warrior 2, open. Reverse. Bring it forward. Step it back. High to low plank. Choose your option, whatever supports you in this moment. Sweep your left leg to the sky. Step it through. Lift it up, crescent lunge. Open elbows, open chest. Sweep all the way back up. Tip it forward. Launch. Step right foot back, windmill open, warrior two. Right into reverse. Expand. Bring both hands down, step back. Hold or flow. One more round, each side. Connect your breath. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, step through. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, take your arms back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tip. Inhale, launch. Exhale, step back. Windmill open. Warrior two. Into reverse. Both hands down. Step back. Hold or flow. Left leg rises, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through. Crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, elbows. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tip. Inhale, launch. Exhale, step. Inhale, windmill. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale. Take it all the way back, high to low plank. Upward to downward facing. Connect into your breath. The pressure is on. The heat is building. Anchor into your breath even more here. Turn that inward focus a little bit louder. Create a little bubble of space around any tension that you might feel. And every exhale, anchor into your foundation even more. Look forward between your hands, walk, step, or float all the way up to the top of your mat, lift halfway. Forward fold. Big toes touch. Sit down into chair pose, sweep your arms, lift your chest. Go 1 inch deeper. Lift your chest 1 inch higher. Step into your feet, rise. Open heart. Connect hands to heart. Close your eyes if that feels safe. Just ground into your feet. Anchor into your foundation. Feel yourself deepening into your own power. And still honoring where you are in this moment. Every day is an opportunity to grow and explore or rest if you need to. One more breath. Exhale, sweep your arms down. Inhale, sweep them all the way back up. Hinge, exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back, high to low plank, or just step into downward facing dog. Building into that sequence, adding just a little bit more. We'll give you as many options as you need. Take your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open your hip. Shoulders stay grounded. Then bring your right knee to your chest and cross it toward your left elbow. Option one, you take your right knee down, kickstand that shin, and open into a side plank variation, just like you did in the beginning. Option two, a little bit more power. This right knee crosses toward that left elbow. Spin your left instep, float your left hand. You can keep this knee bent or kick that right leg through. If that leg is straight, you're taking it all the way up to the top of your mat. And you press your hips to the sky. Expand in all directions. Take a big breath in. Send both hands down. Sweep this right leg back and all the way up. Three-legged dog. And then you go in the opposite direction. So the knee bends. You start to spin this left foot to the outside and the right toes catch the ground. And then have a seat. Right knee is bent. Left leg is straight. Left arm is grounded. Feel your chest lift. Maybe you just stay here for a breath. Hold that foundation. Or left hand anchors, the right hand spins in a big circle as you press your hips to the sky for wild thing. And this right foot, maybe try floating to just your toe. It's just a little kickstand. That left side body is doing the work as you press your hips to the sky. Spin all the way back. Three-legged dog, right leg rises. The next part will look the same. It'll look really familiar. Step that right foot through and rise for crescent lunge. Take a big inhale. Exhale, deepen. Arms reach back. Tip forward. And launch into your standing balance warrior 3. So you can play with different arm variations for this. You can play with starting to straighten this standing leg, but just know that that bent leg is going to help you with balance. Squeeze that left heel just a little bit higher, and then come all the way up to standing without touching your left leg. Knee in line with hip, standing balance. Remember those hip rolls? This left knee, imagine that there's a chair in front of you and you're taking your leg up and around the back of that chair. So the arms reach overhead, this leg goes up and around in a big roll. Touch your left toes to the right side. Right hand connects to the back of your leg, left arm reaches overhead. This is your curtsy lunge. Take a big expansion. Exhale, maybe make it fancy. Full curtsy. Bring it all the way back into that standing balance. Single leg mountain. This time, as your transition, imagine this left leg and left arm are connected, like arms of a clock. So as your left arm goes back, you start to pivot your chest open and stack your shoulders. Floating half moon. Try it 2 times, 2 more times, so 3 total. And see if you can challenge your balance. Try to knock yourself off. And here's a little trick. Sound effects will help you. So as you go, what happens is when you forcefully exhale, you start to brace your core. So that will stabilize your foundation. So as you spin, you've got that nice, strong core to stabilize you. Take a long step back. Windmill your arms open and open into reverse warrior. Ribs expand. Take your eyes to the sky. And exhale. Come forward into extended side angle. Right elbow to the top of your thigh. Left arm sweeps overhead. Just for 1 breath. Your next inhale lifts you back up. Reverse warrior. So you're flowing through that 2 more times. Come forward. Extended side angle. Lift up, reach back. Ultimately, the legs will stay the same. Come forward, extended side angle. Your next inhale lifts you back up into warrior 2. Then bring your hands to your heart. Start to bend this right leg, and you're coming down into Skandasana, side lunge. Option to have your hands at the ground to stabilize you, or maybe you keep your hands at your heart. Take your chest to lift, and then keep your legs bent. So you're staying low to the ground. You're lifting up and traveling all the way to the back leg. Turn your feet, and you're back in a lunge. So this back heel is lifted. Left leg is forward, right leg is back. Right hand goes underneath your shoulder. Left arm rises. This looks familiar. Revolve lunge. Step into your feet. Remember when you played with floating your hand? You're using it. Nothing is by accident. Take this left hand to pull you up into revolved crescent. Bend this back knee just a little bit. Expand it across the room. And if you want to make it a little bit bigger, take your left hand to the back of the right leg and sweep your right arm overhead. Feel that opening through the side body. Big expansion. Sweep both arms back into crescent. And then bring your hands to your hips. Straighten both legs. Your back foot steps in about the length of your own foot, 6 or 8 inches, depending on how tall you are. And you want your toes sort of pointing off the right side of your mat about 30 degrees. Your hips and your shoulders are square, core engaged. Full breath in, roll your heart open. Exhale, legs and spine stay straight. Pull this left hip back. So pause halfway, your chest parallel to the ground. Start by taking your right hand to the left thigh. Left arm to your lower back. Rotate your chest toward the left side of the room. Keep lengthening it through your spine. So over time, you might be able to get a little bit closer to the ground, but remember that spine and legs stay long. So ultimately, you're coming into revolved triangle, your full expression. Keep your length first, and then that right pinky anchors to the left pinky toe. Pull this left hip back, shift into that left leg, and maybe that left arm rises overhead. Stack your shoulders. Keep pulling this left hip back actively. Both legs are straight, spine is long. Take your eyes down. Plant your hands around this front leg. Soften the standing leg, come all the way back up. So you're coming into the same leg shape, sort of this pyramid leg shape. Option to have a block underneath your right hand. That'll help lift the floor a little bit. You're coming forward into this pyramid shape, but that right hand goes away from your shoulder. You're shifting into this left leg. You can take a little baby bend of this left knee. And then you're anchoring into the left foot and this right leg rises. So again, you're connecting into that posterior chain back body. Option to stay here and just play with the balance. Or the left hand goes to your lower back, elbow points to the sky, and you start to rotate into revolved half moon. Final expression is to stack your shoulders so that left hand reaches up the sky. Here's your challenge. Keep squeezing into this back leg. Your glute does all the work. Take a long step back, plant your hands, step into downward facing dog. Roll forward into high plank, and everyone take a vinyasa, no matter what modification you take, just to release your spine and your hip flexors. And we'll all come back into downward facing dog. The second side, we're facing the opposite side of the room as a little infinity flow. So you could rewind all the way back after you finish the sequence and just keep doing this. It just flows front to back for infinity. Take your left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Bring your knee to your chest and all the way to your right elbow. Again, your option is to take that knee down, pivot, and open into that kneeling side plank. Option 2 is you're anchoring to the instep of that right foot and the left arm, and then that left leg kicks through. You take that foot all the way toward the top of your mat. Both legs are straight, and your hips press to the sky. Feel like you're pushing the floor away with that lower hand as you're trying to touch the ceiling. Bring both hands down. Send that leg back and all the way up. Bend your knee, open your hip. You're flipping that right foot down to the opposite side. That left foot catches the floor and you have a seat. Option to just have a little pause and hang out on the floor. If you're taking that wild thing, right leg stays straight, right arm is strong, left arm sweeps, and you lift all the way to the toe, the big toe of that left foot. That's the only thing that touches. And maybe play with just releasing it from the ground, just like you did with your hand in your lunge. Spin it all the way back. Left leg rises to the sky. Exhale, look forward, step through. Crescent lunge, lift yourself up. Exhale, deepen. Sweep back, tip your chest forward, and launch into your warrior three. You're an expert at this. So get that right hip down. Maybe you start to play with the arm shapes, change the angles, change your balance. Then this right leg bends. Come all the way up. Standing balance, single leg mountain. This right leg lifts up and around. Imagine that chair back. Take a big step off the side of your mat. Left hand to your right leg, right arm reaches overhead. Curtsy lunge. Hold this or so graceful. Inhale, sweep that leg back. Standing balance. Remember that floating half moon, right arm, right leg are connected. And they move like arms on a clock face. Do you remember those? Analog, rise up. Maybe 2 or 3 more times. Try to knock yourself off of balance. And don't forget about the sound effects. Did you try it? Did it work? It's like magic. When you find that you've got enough, take a big step back, windmill open into reverse warrior. Expand through your ribs, deepen into that front leg. Come forward, left elbow to the top of your left thigh. Extended side angle, roll it open. Inhale, rise, reverse warrior. Exhale, come forward and lengthen. Side body. Inhale, sweep all the way up. So we're working both sides of the body. Legs are grounded. One more time, extended side angle. Your inhale brings you back through warrior 2. Connect your hands to your heart. Bend the left leg. You're coming down into side lunge, skandasana. Lift your chest. Hands can touch the ground if you need. You're staying low as you travel to the right foot. Back into your lunge, so step your feet wide enough. Back heel squeezes away from the crown of your head. Left hand down, right arm rises. Twisted lunge. Step into your feet and rise for twisted crescent. That right hand pulls you all the way up. Your arms reach right across the room and you're opening chest toward the side. Deepen by taking that right hand to the back leg. Left arm reaches overhead. Bend both knees. Sweep back into crescent. Bring your hands to your hips. Step the back foot in, straighten the legs. Setting up for revolve triangle again. Legs are straight, spine is long, and you're hinging from your hips. Pause halfway, pull the right hip back, left hand to your thigh, your shin, a block. Start a little bit higher, and then let your body tell you when it's good. Right hand can be at your lower back, or maybe it reaches behind you. If you've got that full expression, start from standing, left hand rises, hinge, pause, create space, lengthen in both directions, left pinky to the outside of your foot. Right arm sweeps overhead. Keep pulling this right hip back. Every breath, lengthen, deepen. Soften the front leg, bring both hands down. You can opt to come all the way back up, set the legs, reset the spine, and then tip forward into a pyramid. And again, this front leg can bend a little because you're coming into a balance. It's not a pyramid shape, but you're just staying in this pyramid leg first to give you the grounded space. The left hand reaches past your shoulder, right hand to your lower back, anchor into this right foot. Take the left leg to rise. You can stay with your chest pointing to the floor or start to rotate, but the focus is on this back leg. So if it starts to droop and your spine starts to round, you've lost it. Keep that heel squeezing toward the ceiling and your chest rolling open, and then that hand reaches all the way up. Now, when I did this the first time, my back leg felt like it was in cement. So if you're not feeling it right now, stay with it. You'll get it. Take a big step back, plant the hands, sweep both feet back. Lift your heels, roll forward, high to low plank, upward to downward facing, whatever modification you need. Come back into table pose. Take a few rolls through your spine. So we did a lot of front body, hip flexor compression with a lot of forward folds. So let's just take a few moments to unwind that a little bit. Come to stand on your knees. You want your knees right underneath your hips. And then bring your hands to your lower back. If you can get your fingertips to point toward your head, that'll give you a little bit more rotation in your shoulders to open your chest. Ultimately, the focus is on your hip flexors. So don't worry about if your back isn't feeling really bendy. You're really just stretching your hips. Your hands at your lower back keep you from dumping in your lower back, like really compressing it. So it gives you that space. You want your hands right on your sacrum. Feel your rib hip connection again. Knit it in. And then squeeze your glutes first. Feel it? And then push your hips forward. And keep your chin tucked. So I've kind of got my eyes focused in front of me. Squeeze the glutes and gently press your hips forward. Take one more breath. And then sit all the way back down. Take your legs forward. And let your feet go a little bit wider than your hips. Start to windshield wiper your legs side to side. Just release any pressure in your hip joints. Decompress a little bit. And you can stay with this or bring both knees down to one side. Doesn't matter which side, you're doing both. Take this back arm in a big circle. Press your hips. Think of this as a kneeling wild thing. So your glutes, your back body are stabilizing. You've got both shins on the ground as you open front and side body. Let your head release back. So just a different way to open the hip flexors and all the way down into the quads and the front body. Bring it all the way back to seated. You can take a few movements side to side before you try the other side. And then bring both knees down to the opposite side. Anchor through your shins. Take a big swoop with that back arm. Press your hips. Stabilize lower body. And let everything expand away from the ground. Think of expanding yourself in all directions. Bring both knees or sit all the way back down, windshield wiper your legs. And then one final move before we finish out. Take your feet wide. So your legs are going wide into kind of a straddle, but it's not like the ultimate straddle split. That's not the focus. You just want a lot of space for your hip joints and your legs. Activate your feet, point your toes to the sky, and push your heels away from you. So that'll enhance stability in the front of your leg to give you a little bit more space to stretch the back of your leg. And it gives you the energy to expand away from your body. So if the legs are sort of floppy and just sort of lazy, that energy isn't going away from you. So you're not creating all the space that you have potential to create. So legs are strong, and then activate sits bones. So the 2 points that you're making contact to, and you can wiggle around and feel them. Ischial tuberosity, the base of your pelvis, and then lengthen your spine up from that. Imagine that there's a foam roller right at your back and wrap your shoulder blades around it. So that's your lengthened spine. In yoga, it's called dandasana. So danda, that staff-like energy of your spine. So all of that. That is your foundation. And then you add on. Take your right hand to the inside of your right leg. Stay anchored through both sides of your sits bones. Take your left arm all the way up to the sky. Bend, destroy your ribs. So you've created all that length in your side body. Now you're going to expand into it. Activate it. At the same time, you're still pushing your feet out and lengthening through your spine. And then you're pushing your wrist into the inside of your knee. So as you do that, feel that energy roll you toward the opposite leg. You feel that? So 4 elements all at the same time. And then you're taking a little side bend. Remember all those 4 elements that you've created. So all of it lines up. So 5 elements all connected to create this shape. Is this harder? 100%. Is it worth it? Also 100%. It's so worth it. If you get all of your elements, you will find that you grow and expand in ways that you never realized. Come back through neutral. Give your spine a little movement. Give your legs a little wiggle. Now you know what to do. Anchor. Send your feet away from you. Point your toes to the sky. Long spine. Are your quads getting a little tired? Yes, you are activating your stabilizing muscles. Left hand to the inside of the leg. Feel that sort of karate chop energy. So you're pushing into that leg. Feel your heart roll open. At the same time, you're expanding in all directions. Take that right arm all the way up to the sky. 4 elements. Anchor into them. And then when you're ready, add that 5th element. I think there was a movie about that, but they probably weren't doing this. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale, expand. Exhale, deepen. So turn all of it on even more. 1 more breath. You should feel shaking, just a little tremble right at the end. Do you feel it? That means it's working. You're doing it. You're doing the work. Come back to neutral. Give your spine a little movement. Give your legs a little wiggle. And then take your legs in. Hands go back. Windshield wiper your legs 1 more time. Start to transition all the way back down. This time you're coming to your back. You're making your way into your final relaxation. Take whatever movements you need to feel complete. This is the space where you've allowed the energy to build in your body, to clear away any obstacles, any blocks, energetic blockages, physical blockages, using your breath, using intentional movement. And then you let that energy move in whatever way that it needs to move. Let the energy use your body to create space. That's what this practice is all about, is creating space. And then when you're ready, start to make your way into your final relaxation, Shavasana. It can be in whatever position feels good for you. Just to anchor into stillness. for a few moments. And I'll let my voice get quiet for just a little bit. And you can pause for as long as you need. So you can be in this stillness for 2 minutes, for 10 minutes, for 30 minutes, an hour, whatever you need. Let your body guide you. And then you can unpause when you're ready. Let your breath fill your whole body. Let it come back into a natural rhythm. And just allow yourself to be in sacred stillness for as long as you need. Just as you are in this moment, take a deep breath in through your nose. Let it gather anything that's ready to be released. Send it out through a big open mouth sigh. And as you're ready, start to invite some movements back in, starting with fingers and toes to your limbs and the rest of your body. Take a full body stretch if that feels good. Expand all the way through fingertips to toes. Slowly bring your knees to your chest or step your feet to the ground, whichever feels best. Take some gentle movements just to anchor into your back body. Breathe some life back in. Let your consciousness fill all those spaces that you've created through your movements. And as you're ready, slowly roll to one side, whichever side your body chooses. Take 2 breaths in stillness, just to anchor into yourself before the rest of the world floods back in. Because it will, whether you're ready or not. So give yourself a little more space to align. There's no rush. And slowly press yourself back to seated. Whatever that looks like for you. We'll close with 3 deep breaths together. Take a full breath into your heart. Fill it with gratitude. Whatever you're grateful for in this moment, breathe it in and fill all of your cells with that energy. And once you feel that space, send it out. Exhale and send that energy of gratitude out into the world. Because the more you release, the more you receive. Take another breath into your heart and fill it with love. First for yourself. Breathe it in. Fill all of your cells with that energy. Let it bubble, let it effervesce. And then send it out. Share the love. Take another breath into your heart. And a big sigh out. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. Bow your head. And send loving kindness out into the world. To all living beings, may you be happy, peaceful, and free. So much gratitude for all of you. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe, please share. And I'd love to hear what you think of these sequences. If there's anything that you want to explore, I am always happy to brainstorm. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you next time.